Welcome back to the first video series looking at small basic and the fundamentals of coding and essentially how you write the computer program. Perhaps you might have used things like Scratch or EdgeBlocks before, which are block based, and now we're going to go and start looking at a program which is more text based. Now, small basic itself isn't a language in its own right, but it's quite similar to things like Python, which Scratch is built upon, and it's a nice bridge between like block based and text based coding. Okay. If you can't find it, just type into Google small basic. It'll take you to this page here. I'm going to start by clicking on the right hand side, this button that says Start Coding Online. Okay. Now by default, it comes up with this little program here, so we can click here, select all, and just delete it. Okay. Now we're going to use a tool called Turtle in Small Basic, which enables us to essentially see what the program is doing. Okay. It's a visual tool. I don't know what it's called the Turtle, but essentially it lets us track what our commands and what our instructions say. Okay. Now we can start by typing Turtle, and you can see the little pop-up box there. That gives us a bit of a clue as to what's actually going on with our code. Okay. Now we're going to start by making it move 100 steps forward. Okay. So we can say Turtle dot. Actually, when I press that dot, it gives me a list of suggested things as to what could come next. Okay, so I'm going to say turtle dot move, and in that gap there, it tells me to put in the distance. So let's make up a number 100. Okay, now it's not actually case sensitive, so whether we type turtle dot capital M move or lowercase, it doesn't matter. Okay, then on the right hand side, let's press run, see what happens. And there we go, we can see our program has moved forward. So this is 100 steps, okay? Now let's say we want to extend this next, maybe draw a square, okay? So what we need it to do next is turn right, and then come down this way, turn right again, down here, remember, at this point the turtle will be facing down, so we need to turn right again, even though we're going to be moving left, okay? Let's try that in a second. So for our next step, turtle dot turn. Now we can either turn left and right, but we can actually also specify the number of degrees we want to turn by. So if we're turning right clockwise to the 3 o'clock position, we want to turn by 90 degrees. Okay, it's always really good practice just to run your code at regular intervals. Just to see what happens and make sure there aren't any errors, but also lets us just visualize what's going on with our program. So we move forward. So it's similar to before, but now we've actually turned right, so we're ready to now move forward this way. Okay, so we now need to duplicate this, because it's a square, 4 more times. Okay, now it's always good practice when programming to, some say be lazy, but others will say be efficient. Okay, why would you want to type this all out again another 3 times where we can just do something else, perhaps like copy and paste? Okay, so let's Control C to copy, or if you're on a Mac, Command C, and then Control V or Command V on a Mac to paste. So that's 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I did add a new line here, so you can see it's giving me an error message, or at the bottom here, it's telling me I've got a mistake. This statement should go on a new line, which is what I need to do. So let's press Enter to move that down. Now let's try it now. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've essentially got 4 pairs of instructions here. Okay, let's give it a go. Press run. Turn. Now remember from here it's turning right again. And we've made our first square. Okay, so keywords for this lesson are a sequence, which are a set of instructions in a specific order. Also an algorithm, which is a set of instructions written in a programming language which are in a specific order. Okay, and that's exactly what you've done here. Okay, you've made your first sequence. Okay, have a go yourself. Perhaps you may want to then modify it to perhaps make something more complex, like a hexagon which has 6 sides, or even a decagon which has 10 sides. Give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments.